Welcome to Show Studios Fashion Radio, the podcast and video series exploring the remarkable relationship between fashion and music. Every week, I'll be joined by fashion's biggest names and the talent of tomorrow as they share their 10 life-defining tunes and the stories behind them. I'm your host, DJ Fat Tony, and today's guest is one of the most dynamic voices we have working in radio, broadcasting and television. Best known for her work on BBC Radio 1's legendary live lounge and evening slot Future Sounds. Her warm and honest style has meant that she's sat down with some of the world's most influential artists, including Kendrick Lamar, Sir Elton John, Charli XCX, Harry Styles and Billie Eilish. Credits include being a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race, capturing the red carpet excitement for both the BAFTAs film and television ceremonies, as well as many film premieres, with her hosting work extending to Barbie, Marvel's Black Panther, Wicked, Bond 25, No Time to Die, launching the latter live from Ian Fleming's home in Jamaica, of course. I'm talking about the one and the only Clara Amfo. I am honoured to have you on. Kind of a little bit like vulnerable around it.
Babe.
Because I've seen you do your job. You're fucking brilliant at your job. This isn't my job. Well, it is my job, but it's not my job in the sense that, I'm really good and happy playing music. And when it, don't get me wrong, I'm good at talking.
You really are.
But when it comes to interviewing someone like yourself, it's a big one. I've watched you grow and I've watched you blossom and bud and blossom and continue to blossom. And it gets brighter and brighter and more and more beautiful.
Thank you.
It really does. Seriously, you're one of those. But when I'm at an event or I see somewhere and I see you, you're one of the first people I go to because I know you're going to put me at ease.
And I'll cuss you as well.
Yeah, of course. Too fucking right. You know what I'm saying?
We'll cuss each
Always.
And always have a little hug. But it's all love.
When did you start?
Oh gosh, I think I've always been a yapper. I love conversation. I love culture, whether that's music, film, fashion, TV, advertising, you name it. I'm into it. Anything that someone can create from scratch, I'm a fan of. And I think the thing about me is that I'm not afraid to be a fan. I love to discuss things. I love to celebrate things. I like to connect people. And I think for me, it really started, I guess, like long car journeys with my dad, always had the radio on. Yeah. So I always was aware that, hang on, you could be someone that like chats in between songs or like shares things with people. I just found that really fascinating and just being obsessed with like music TV channels and just idolising my older brothers and all the different music they are into and all that sort of culture. And like my cool cousin, like I had a cousin called she's called Nana, which is a very typically Ghanaian name. Yeah. But she was like, no, call me Nana, because she wanted to be Nana Cherry. She was like, no, pronounce it this way. And I was like, okay, girl.
I love that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I wanted to be Nana as well.
I mean,
even when I was hanging out with her, I always wanted to be her. She had the best looking man. She was like the best star. I always wanted to be you fucking bitch. You know what I mean?
Had it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me, it's always been in me to be a communicator and a conversation haver, just because it's something I like to. I'm interested in people and ideas and art and things, really.
When I was a kid and we didn't have like, we had a tape recorder that used to press play on and stuff, and we used to record the top 40 off the top of the charts on Sunday afternoons when it came out.
I hosted the charts, Radio 1.
I know, remember. And we used to press play. I used to record the bits of the talking as well. Everyone else used to go, no, you need to stop it on the music and just record it. And I'd be like, no, I really like what people have to say.
There's an art to it. That's the thing. And all my favourite broadcasters make me feel like, okay, I trust what you're saying. I know what your vibe is. And I know that you love this. Like people that I'm mates with now, like, Grimmy and Annie Mac, like,
amazing.
Like, Makita, like all these people are people that, are my mates, my colleagues, people that I genuinely respect.
A good night
and
out,
love.
right?
Listen. We've all had some nights out.
You know that, right?
But I believe in what they say, and there's an integrity and there's joy with what they do, and I think that's what I strive to do.
Who was that one person that you looked up to as a broadcaster that you thought,
oh gosh,
oh my God, I fucking want to be that. I want their job.
I mean, there are so many people, but and I've said this a million times, so sorry if this is repeating, but hey, if you enjoy a podcast, what can I say?
Up, man,
do you know what I mean? But it's always going to be Oprah, just because for me, Oprah represents possibility. Like, I think anybody from any sort of marginalised community has that one person they see, break through and makes you think, oh my God, it can be possible. Because think about all the things that she had going against her. This is a woman born in what I think like the late 40s, early 50s, like southern state of America, post Jim Crow. She's a dark-skinned black woman. She's not a light-skinned black woman. She's not racially ambiguous. She's a blackety black, thick-nosed, like broad lips, broad-nosed, thick-lipped black woman, heavy set, you know, survived horrendous sexual abuse in her childhood. Again, a woman, black woman, everything that would say she's not making it. Yeah. Like, you know, went from being a local reporter, weather girl, whatever, to now being like a flipping global conglomerate, one name.
She's another
icon.
Planet.
Exactly.
She's gone from being that to into her own planet, into her own sphere.
But this is it. Oprah for me is who people go to, you know, iconically, when people want to go and tell the truth, they go to Oprah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there's people now that you can't even get access to as a broadcaster, but Oprah will be one of the few people that someone will speak to. Yeah. And that's powerful, man.
That's so powerful.
That's really, really powerful. Yeah. And so, you know, her awareness, I've always just been like, fuck, like, yeah, anytime I've ever thought, oh, do you know what, maybe limit yourself on that, you know, dream or goal, you have to think, well,
no, why would you
if she can bloody do it?
That's just it. Why would you limit yourself?
Yeah, that's a great question. Do you know what? It's something I ask myself constantly, because I am somebody who's of the belief the sky is the limit, but then at the same time, I am also the belief of being realistic, but then also my life has shown me, like, never count yourself out, bitch, because you don't know what opportunity or what thing is around the corner. And half the things I've achieved, the amazing things I've been lucky enough to do, couldn't have planned it.
You know what? It's that fear of, like, we go through life saying, I can't. And the minute that we accept that the fact that we can is the game changer.
For all intents and purposes, obviously I know your life story. I've read your book, available in all good stores now. But, like, you shouldn't be here.
No, I shouldn't be.
That's the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Very much am.
Like, you're here through addiction, through an epidemic that wiped out half your generation.
Yeah.
And you're here and you're doing, like, incredible things, and it's amazing.
But you know, the thing is, it's that I can thing, because when we change that mindset, we're capable of doing anything we want to.
I can say now with chess, and if someone thinks I'm being arrogant, you know what? At this point, who gives a fuck? Yeah. I have seen, and I've had you know, young black girls come up and tell me, and it's something that genuinely, it humbles me, and it puts fire in my belly, it makes you feel good, who say, oh, I know for a fact I wouldn't have been able to get this job because of you.
Yeah.
Or, oh, you said no to that the other day, didn't you? Oh yeah, they asked me to do it. Oh yeah, I've been, and I feel good. I feel good for that. But that hasn't come without a fight, because people will see the vessel of what you're in, and they'll assume, oh, they're only into this, that, and that. It's like, you don't know what books I've read, what films I'm into.
Or she was given this or given that.
Absolutely not.
Of course not. I know.
One of my proudest achievements is that no one, no matter what I ever do, can ever say that my career has been attached to who I'm dating, who I'm married to, who my parents are. And I'm really fucking proud of that.
You're really big into fashion, and that's what I love about you.
You know,
every time I've seen you, babe, you've always been so well dressed in the respect of, like, let me think now, actually, before I say it. Have I ever seen you in a really shit outfit?
Listen, if you have, say it with your chest.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm sure I had something to say about the dress that you wore at Ariel's wedding. No, I told you look lovely.
Yes,
I did, because you did.
Thank you.
You know,
colour scheme though. I wish I saved that for the night before, but it's fine.
But you know, when you look at some people and they always get it wrong. You're not one of those people. I'd never looked at you and thought, fuck, man. Do you know what I mean? She needs a good stylist. Because you know, it's about style. You have style. Look at what you're wearing today. You look incredible today.
Thank you. Shout out to
and it's a fucking Wednesday. Do you get what I'm saying to
you? You know.
Okay, let's move on to your first question. What's your first memory of fashion?
Oh, gosh. In fashion in general?
Yeah, just like when you thought, I really want that, or I really want to look like this.
Oh, my gosh. I think, again, because I'm such a music video, fiend, and a magazine feed. Like, I've always loved magazines as well as, like, music videos. And shout out to my older brother Andy. He used to love this magazine called Sky.
Yeah.
And he had so many copies of it, and he loved Sky, ID.
Did he used to collect copies?
Yeah, he collected.
We talked about this on another podcast with someone, how we used to always collect the face. Everyone had every issue.
Yeah.
Every issue of ID. Having number one issue of ID was like a real accolade.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so, like, all these these sort of like style magazines, like my older brother Andy particularly, he was obsessed with, and also my dad every weekend would buy all the papers. So every style supplement, I was just like voracious, like, oh my God, I want this and I want that. So I kind of absorbed everything at once. But I think for me, like, I don't know. I'm like, if I was ever going like Mastermind, right? My specialist subject would be sort of like girl groups.
Yeah.
Like I love girl groups of all eras, like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 20s.
Yeah.
I love it all because I love the idea of like just sort of that group styling. People sort of find their individual thing. So I'm thinking of like, you know, Destiny's Child when like they're like Miss Tina used to like literally make their outfits from scratch. She tells these famous stories about how when they were first coming up, nobody wanted to go near them. Like these 4 black girls from Texas, people are like, no.
Yeah, we're interested in them.
And now people are obviously falling over themselves to dress Beyonce. Like I remember like last year, a couple of years ago watching the Renaissance tour, it was like a guessing game of like, oh my God, who's she going to wear for the opening
every
thing?
show was every town, it was every capital city, it was that local designer. It was incredible.
And I remember London, it was like, oh my God, is she going to wear Robert One? Oh my God, she wore Robert One. Is she going to wear Harris? Is she going to wear like
amazing, right?
And it was like, oh my God. So like, I think for me, it was like all these sort of girl band videos I love for, if it's Spice Girls, All Saints, Destiny's Child, TLC, like just I love that era of just sort of that tomboy cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm R&B hip hop is obviously the music of, I say obviously, no, it's the music of my heart. I love all types of music, but that's always going to influence like how I look. That sort of like tomboy, like feminine sort of tomboy style. Like I'm always going to be in a
of course you are.
You know, and a bomber,
it has to be box fresh.
Bomber, or like, because I send my trainers to someone to clean the thing professionally.
I cannot stand dirty laces. Even if I've touched it with my fingers and I look down and it looks slightly gross, I freak beyond anything. It's like one of my worst OCD moments.
No,
like
same. Like I use an amazing company. I'm sure you can tag them afterwards, and they make your trainers like brand new. So not wasteful. I won't use it once and dash it, but I will. You know, she's a sustainable hum.
Oh, I'm not. They go back into
coming for you.
They go back into a shoebox. They go into a pile, which goes into storage. So I don't throw it away. There's nothing's going to landfill.
Yeah.
It's too expensive for landfill. Fuck that landfill.
Oh yeah, you can't have your McQueen trainers in landfill. But yeah, those are the images that really stick with me.
What was your most influential track from your childhood?
Oh, I've been thinking about this, and I think I'm going to talk about Lauryn Hill because she's so important to me. Good. And I will always come back to her. So again, sorry if you heard me say this elsewhere, but whatever. This is my truth. Lauryn Hill means so much to me just because, again, it's about the thought of possibility and what you see and thinking, oh, okay, I can belong here. And Sister Act 2 is one of my favourite films of all time. I love it. It's so joyous. And I remember seeing her in that film and thinking, oh my God, this beautiful dark-skinned black woman unapologetically gets to be the star of the show. And then I see her obviously as a musician outside of her character in Sister Act, outside of playing Rita. Then you see her as in Fugees, then you see her as Lauryn Hill. And I remember watching the Do What That Thing video thinking like, this is like amazing, because she was paying homage to those 60s girl groups, but also it was a split screen with her in the present day, and she just looked incredible. And the songs and that album, like, it still stands up. Like, I was lucky enough to meet her.
Yeah, I met her a few times.
About 3 or 4 years ago. And I sobbed when I met her, man. I remember seeing Khalees on TV, like watching the Caught Out There video and thinking like, who the fuck is this? Because for me, Khalees is what I call...
Khalees is amazing.
Khalees I call like the Grace Jones of the Zillennial generation. Like, just unapologetically herself, not conforming to any stereotypes of what people think of a black woman should be. Sort of like she's got, it's almost like, she's got, it's that, I call her like a daughter of Grace, a daughter of Grace Jones. You can see that, you can see the sort of creative lineage there. And again, unapologetic, big hair, coloured pink, green, whatever, dressing whatever, and then screaming on a tune. Are you mad? But she did it. And like, it made sense. Do you know what I mean? And just herself.
You know, again, it's that energy. It's a force to be reckoned with.
That's it.
You know, like Grace. Have you ever met Grace?
Oh, I sure have. I interviewed her. I remember, do you know, she was amazing. Like, and bless her, the first time I interviewed her was when she was promoting her documentary, Bloodlight and Bammy, I believe it's called. And it was the premiere in South Bank. And God bless her mum had passed away, like, I think fairly close to that. And she was in mourning. So she turned up to the premiere in this giant Philip Tracy hat because obviously, and it was like this ornate, like almost like a forest, like camouflage thing. Wouldn't take it off, but she sort of like peeked across it to like give me a little kiss on the cheeks, like it's, and she gripped my hand for the whole interview because, you know, she was really raw. She was like in mourning for her mum, and it was a really beautiful, really vulnerable, very powerful moment because I thought, oh, she might not want to just chat. I thought, she might even just do her pictures and bounce.
What she's done for Philip's career and what Philip's done for her career, it's a partnership.
Yes.
Grace, everything that she wears is a part of that journey and a part of that story.
Absolutely.
And Philip gets it better than anyone. They're almost the same person anyway.
Well, you can tell they're creative soulmates.
100%. Yeah. Okay. Best music video in terms of fashion?
Oh my gosh, this is such a hard question.
I love this question. I put this back in. This was taken out and I put it back in.
It's so difficult because Tony, there's no one answer. I bet a million people have said this because I had one answer, but when I think about in terms of fashion and and true iconic shit.
Yeah, God, I think I know what's coming.
Go on, you know what?
No, you say it.
Everyone's going to say George.
Which one?
I mean, Too Funky or Freedom, to be fair.
Yeah,
because using those women, like...
Mind blown.
You can't... It's like... It's ridiculous. Thinking about iconic music videos and the meeting of fashion, that's pretty amazing. But then on the flip side...
Go on.
Just off the top of my head, I love the Solange video for Losing You.
Oh, really?
It's so joyous. Would I call it one of my personal best, just because I liked what it was trying to say with fashion. Yeah. Because she shot it with a bunch of these Congolese guys called sapeurs. So there's lots of books on them. Like I think you pronounce it sapeurs. So basically, look, you're a South London boy. You will know. There's a big Congolese community in South London all over, but Congolese uncles are known for their outlandish dress sense. Yeah, rhinestone pointy shoe, gregarious, garish suits. Like there's such pride in it, and there's a beautiful culture around it. And Solange shot her video to that song. So Dev Hynes wrote the song with her, and she shot the video with all these guys like dressed like that surrounding her, and it's just beautiful and joyous and bright, and I think it's fab.
It's like, you know, this year's Met Ball is based on black culture.
Yeah.
And those, I had this on another guest with Tony Blaze, and I was discussing the fact that that's the culture that needs to be fucking celebrated.
Oh my God.
You know, they've got Dapper Dan on it, which is incredible as well. But the thing about it is it's just like that is fashion.
Oh my God.
Beyond fashion. And it's been taken and filtered down and reworked and they've never been celebrated for
never.
What they are. What do you listen to before you go out?
Oh gosh, at the moment, I've been listening to a lot. I mean, I love everyone's. Let me just tell you something now. Yeah, let the record show. I was playing Doechii on Radio 1 in 2022. The receipts are there with Chest. But I love Doechii. I think she's brilliant. I've been listening to her loads.
So you didn't just pick up on us from the Grammys then?
No, man. No,
I said it's my boyfriend.
I've been there.
You only like her since she was on the Grammys. He was like, you didn't even know she was until then. And then we had to sit and listen to him singing every Doechii song under the sun. She's
brilliant.
Incredible.
But again, like a daughter of Lauren, you see the creative the creative lineage, and like, you know, she even mentioned her like at her Grammy speech, and I love what she's doing with Tom Brown. You can see that's a lovely organic friend.
That's how fashion and music collide.
Correct.
That's how it collides.
Exactly.
You know? It's not, you know, and I always refer to him. It's not a Lewis Hamilton moment. What it is it's an organic thing where you know it works. It's like, you know, it's amazing.
That's it, and I love what they're do, and I can't wait to see the other looks that he puts her in the future.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to loads of Doechii. I just love her energy. I love that she can rap over anything. I love that she sings a little bit. She's just fab, and she's honest.
She looks great in whatever she puts on, whether it be a little grey t-shirt and knickers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Hello.
Walking barefoot. I mean, I draw a line of walking barefoot during New York Fashion Week, but again, if you like it, I love it. Couldn't be me, but that's why she's an artist.
How's your personal style evolved alongside?
Oh gosh, I mean, it's constantly evolving, really.
Because you quite like the bomber jacket today and the look.
I love a sporty look. I'm always gonna love a sporty look, but I think it's about your relationship with your body as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know, because I think the thing is, like, I'm a big titty girly. I love my rack. I don't need to go anywhere. But I think I've definitely had to learn to dress for my shape. Do you know what I mean? Because like the whole sort of like, I don't like a floaty, silky look, that's not really for me. Like it's all about the cut. I think for me, my style has evolved in the sense of just learning about great tailoring, really. That's been my evolution. Just really because my grandma was a tailor. So my grandma Christina, who's sadly no longer with us, she was a tailor. She made all her own clothes because that's very much part of Ghanaian culture. Yeah. And you know, Ghana's got a massive textiles industry, like, and obviously African fashion's like blowing up, and you see the influence like in everything from Stella McCartney, Off-White, like it's everywhere. You see it everywhere, and so there's always been an appreciation for like great tailoring, but even now more so. But I think I've definitely got a lot more, I think, feminine over the years. I mean, you know, I love a short skirt.
Most important song that you've heard at a Catwalk show?
Oh, so I had to give this one a think. So there's a couple. Yeah. So the Labrum show a couple of years ago, love Labrum. So shout out to Fods. It's a beautiful label. So Foz is from Sierra Leone, was born there, raised here, and he just does beautiful love letters to his parents and sort of like West African culture in general. Yeah. And I actually walked in his last show. Actually, it was at the Emirates Stadium in Arsenal, and it was amazing. And I walked in it. Declan Rice, Getz. It was fab.
Love Declan Rice.
Oh, he's a really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. So it wasn't actually this show. It was a show before. But yeah, Ian Wright walked in it, and it was my lovely friend Beverly Tawia, who's an incredible singer, and she used to be a touring singer with Mark Ronson, and she sang with Shaka Khan, she's incredible. She sang one of her own original pieces there, and it was just her and a piano. That was beautiful. And another great memory, and I think this is one of my standouts because it just suited the mood of the show so well, was Ashish. Yeah. And it was Fashion Week 2020. Yeah. And he had this gorgeous show, because I mean it's always beautiful, the Ashish.
Yeah, Ashish is amazing.
Like his use of sequins, colour, and just how he tells his story is just great.
It's also the diversity in it.
Exactly.
He's not afraid of old, young, big, tall. Yeah. It's just everything.
The way his shows are casted are beautiful. And he ended the show with the Larry Levan remix of Love Is the Message.
It's amazing.
And like just when those pianos came in and not the piano, the trumpets is and I sat next to Billy Porter, funnily enough, and it was just joyous. It was just like this lovely euphoric disco.
You hit the nail on the head, because Ashish is the master of disco. Everything he does, he's muses, he's influence is from disco. So when I had him on here, he was telling me about this like Israeli woman. I went home and Googled. I was obsessed. There were so many things that I learned from Ashish, which I thought I knew as a DJ, and thinking, as we do when we do that job. And it was just the beauty of doing this podcast is I learn so many new things. From things, oh my God, I didn't know about that.
When I was first starting out, because obviously people, sometimes they
don't want to dress you.
Yeah, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And Ashish was one of the first people to dress me without any hesitation. And I remember the first piece he gave me was this beautiful, like rainbow coloured mini dress, and I wore it to the V&A summer party. And it's where we finally got to meet for the first time. Because I think he gave me something once before, but then I got to wear that out. And we met, and we just became like really lovely, friendly mates ever since. And like,
because he's a lovely, friendly person.
But that's it. And he's real. He's a really beautiful, generous, lovely person. You sit with people he surrounds himself with, like Anna Trevelyan. Shout out Anna.
We love Anna.
An angel on this earth.
Amazing on this.
But this is it. But there's a reason why they say working with each other. Because they're both good people. Do you know what I mean?
100%. 100%. It's I'm a firm believer of people need to go out and find their people, and when they do find their people, they shine together. And
absolutely.
She's like the plug socket to his plug.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the energy that comes from it. It's just such a remarkable thing. And I really love it. It's like Grace and Philip. It's like so many people that you put together and you just think,
That makes sense.
yeah, you know, even way back with Lee and
Isabella.
That was just the magic.
May they both rest, yeah.
Yeah, may they both rest. Okay. So what do you have on repeat? What song?
I mean, it probably is Doechii.
Yeah, right now.
I'm loving what she's doing. I think it's exciting and it's refreshing because you know what people get. And I've been listening, funny enough, to the Kendrick Super Bowl performance because he's been very smart to put it on streaming.
Yeah.
And again, that's such a flex because the thing that when it comes to the art of rapping as well, and doing it well and live, making sure that your diction is on point. Not everyone's very good. He's so confident in his skill that he could take a recording fresh from the Super Bowl and put it on streaming.
And big up Martine Rose.
Oh, do you know what? The minute I saw that bomber jacket, I was like, I bet that's one of hers.
Yes, Martine.
But again, it goes back to what you're saying. I really like their relationship. Like you can always tell when he's wearing her. Because I think he wore a bit at Glastonbury and then the last tour.
Martine Rose socks.
Do you know what, Martine? If you're watching, I still need a pair of the shoes.
Look.
There you go. There you go.
You know, which shoes you after?
I want these. I want these, but I want the OG all black ones.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're very hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
But eventually I'll get a pair.
You know
I'll get a pair. But yeah, like that.
I've got
that's so
Stabby a
exciting.
pair in pink.
He's got a pair of pink.
Yeah, pink. Yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah.
But yeah, listening to all that, and also, do you know what? I've been loving Abracadabra.
So genius.
I fucking love it. I was at a birthday party over the weekend, and we were just like, when it came on, and it's just but again, I love Lady Gaga. She's so exciting. She's a proper visionary, a composer, a dancer, songwriter, engineer, whatever. And like what she's done, like we're still going to be talking about that.
Well, if you could rate anyone's wardrobe, who would it be?
Top of my head, has to be a singer or anyone.
Oh, anyone.
Janelle Monáe's.
Oh, that's a good one.
Always dresses very, very well. Her and Tracy Ellis Ross and Erykah Badu, those three. That's my holy trinity.
What song is your theme for life?
Oh, God.
Right now, don't you? Right, it's got to be.
I mean, do you know what? Tune by her called Persuasive. I love. It's a house tune actually, and she's rapping over it. And there's a remix with SZA which is fab. Yeah. But yeah, Persuasive.
You like SZA?
Love SZA.
Amazing, right?
I enjoy her. But
I enjoy SZA.
And those two together, I just love. But yeah, I just like the energy of the song. It's called Persuasive, which I think I am.
Oh, you. It's your middle name, innit?
I bloody had to be.
Right. The last question, which I'm going to throw in, which isn't on here.
Go on.
Songs we played at funeral.
Oh my God. Okay. I think about this
moment.
a lot. I think the Voyager remix that You Got the Love, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, because it's just incredible. Candy Stanton's voice is just transcendent in that.
It's the best.
And it just reminds you also of the Sex and the City finale and and it's just I don't know what the instrument is, but that.
You know that.
And the way it just rouses in your chest is just beautiful. NERD, Run to the Sun. Yeah. I think that's so beautiful. Avril literally wrote that about the death of his grandmother, which I think is gorgeous. Right. Stevie Wonder, Golden Lady. Uh-huh. I think that song is so beautiful. Oh my God. There's so many songs.
Basically, your funeral is going to be like a concert.
Oh no. I'm telling you now, when I die, and I made a record show, when I die, I want it to be I want a celebration. I don't want to be buried. No. I want to be cremated and scattered amongst like beautiful spaces, taken all over the world.
I want to I want my ashes put in the ice machine at High in Ibiza.
Fabulous. So everyone can have a little. Love that.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, fabulous.
I'm going in that fucking ice machine. Yeah. On a Saturday night where it's moved now. When it's going to be you watch. That's where it's going when it's black coffee night.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be drinking a little bit of me. You watch.
And then piss you out.
You know that. That's the story of my life.
Drink me in and piss me out. I just thought of one more song actually.
Yeah, go on.
My final one, I Wish You Heaven by Prince.
Oh.
I love that song.
We don't have enough Prince in our life.
I love that song so much.
So do I.
I was lucky enough to go and see him at Coco about 10 years ago. So it was maybe like...
Yeah, I did the after party.
Oh God, so you know what those gigs were like. Because I remember I just started working on One Extra those times and I was doing the weekend breakfast show and I finished my show at 10 a.m. and it was like, oh my God, there's queues with these Prince tickets. It cost 10 quid. I was like, Don't fucking lie. I got in that queue, I think 10:20, because obviously Radio 1 and Coco, 20-minute walk. And I got in there by I think 7 p.m. And I mean, you know what it is. Those shows what a privilege to see that live.
Thank you so much. Seriously, out of everyone that I've had on, I've loved having you today.
My absolute pleasure, Tony. Stay you.
Always stay me.
Stay making those hilarious memes. Stay making us
stealing those hilarious memes.
Sorry, do you know what? You said it. Stay stealing those hilarious memes.
Oh yeah, I'm the biggest feed ever. What do you have?
Making us laugh on the internet, making us dance at parties, stay saying the truth, and you stay protecting that gorgeous sobriety of yours. We're very proud of you.
I love you. And thank you so much for today.
Pleasure, babe. Pleasure.
Big love, baby.